Congressman Mark Pocan, co-chair of the Congressional Progressive Caucus, dropped by for an hour today to take your calls. Check out some of the issues that were brought up. Leave your comments, ding the bell, and subscribe to our channel. Mark in San Diego, you're on the air with Congressman Pocan.
Hey, guys, if you think we're going to get something substantial tomorrow, I've got a really cute little bridge in Brooklyn I can sell you. Listen, Congressman, it's my understanding that if Congress starts impeachment proceedings, you guys automatically get that unredacted report, don't you? Or am I wrong about that?
I actually don't know that offhand.
I do.
Mark. You do?
Yes, I do. The specific law that Barr is referring to says that grand jury testimony, this is the 6E exception,
yes,
that grand jury testimony can only be released to judicial proceedings. Right? In other words, another court looking at the same evidence could request that information, directly request it from the judge, and the judge can decide whether or not to release it. Right now, without a judicial, in quotes, judicial proceeding, Congress is in a kind of secondary position when it comes to asking the justice or asking a grand jury or a judge for a grand jury to release something. But uniquely, an impeachment hearing is considered a judicial process because in the House it's an indictment, in the Senate it's an actual trial. That is a legal judicial process, and that immediately gives Congress the ability to subpoena all kinds of things that otherwise would not be available to them.
Do you know, Tom, offhand, if that would be the other three categories? There's four categories of redaction we expect.
Yes.
So would that be true for the other three that you know of?
I don't know. I do know that it blows a hole in the grand jury thing. I would guess that it would give them a whole lot more juice than the rest of them because it actually is a judicial process.
Right, because I think the other three, just so everyone understands, and I'm sorry to interrupt, Mark, I just want to make sure we get all the information out. In addition to what you talked about, the information from the grand jury, there's also information that intelligence deems could compromise sensitive sources or methods. So I'm not sure how that would be, because that's often where we see things redacted. It's also anything that could hamper other current investigations, and that includes things like what's happening in New York State. If there ever was a cover-up of a sex scandal for hush payments, that could perhaps be redacted under the current explanation we're anticipating they may give us. And then also anything that would infringe on the privacy and reputation of peripheral third parties. And so there's still lots of areas, Mark. I totally agree that there are a lot of places they could redact. I'm just not sure if that one step alone will get us everything, or will they throw things into other buckets. That's part of what we got to get at, but we'll know much more by tomorrow morning.